Sorry, I had to leave the... I had the light on and had to run to get that real quick. Hello, hello. Hello, Jen. Glad you're enjoying the streams. Welcome to Bite. What do you mean? You typed sock last time and I made a command referencing the thing that it made me think of. How is that not fun? Made me think of the white socks or the red socks. But I mean, we also have some good Mario socks. Hello, yeah. Hello, sandwich. Sandwich every day. Doesn't flow quite as well. Yeah, this was a mod that was suggested, I don't know, like a couple weeks ago? A week or two ago. It was pretty quick. It should be pretty quick. Super Italian mustache bro socks. Yes, that's exactly what they are. I did update it, right? Yeah, cool. So we're gonna do this a couple times, I think, because hopefully each one is under an hour. If it's not, we have other things to worry about. Oh, this is hyper cheap. That's not right. There we go. I accidentally have them both enabled. There is a hyper cheap, which makes everything like even cheaper. Like it gives 10 of red science and like 10 blue, in addition to making them cost like a third as much. So it's a little bit rough. We're just using super cheap today. I also have a couple just streaming mods like the playtime and always day, but those are always on, so I don't have them in the list. They just make recording a lot more. They make the bitrate a lot more stable. They make editing a lot easier if I ever make something out of it. Okay, so I feel like we should pull out the old seed, right? Yeah, exactly. Do I have the old seed here? I don't think I do. Hold on, I have to load up another instance. This might break things. You also might hear two songs at once. I just realized I don't have every achievement unlocked on Steam. Like, I don't play the Steam version. Like, I definitely have done everything twice, but yeah, I don't have the achievements because I don't play on this version of the game much. Is Always Day better than Scared of the Dark? I don't know. Isn't Scared of the Dark an actual... Is that a mod? Oh gosh, I'm sorry for the double sounds. It probably sounds awful. It's not much longer. I just have to copy a seed real quick. There we go. There we go, okay. I guess we can do it in multiplayer. Ah, damn it. That was the wrong one. Now it's not in the clipboard anymore. Does Windows store two clipboards? Windows, because now I'm just curious. Your record is 55 minutes? Okay, so it should be pretty easy. Windows V. I don't keep it on. Unfortunate. Okay, so we have to launch that again. I mean, it doesn't take long to open Factorio when it has no mods installed. It's just a bit rough. So yeah, I don't know what you mean by Scared of the Dark. Is that a mod? You know, these are kind of... They're synced up in a way that actually makes it feel kind of cool. Import. There we go. Save. We're doing this one because I know it has good resources. I don't know, maybe I'll do a different seed. I might do a different one just to make it more interesting. That map is kind of used a lot after that work. I'm just curious what this is. Install... Dark. Scared... Afraid? This one? Is this the one you're talking about? Afraid of the Dark? Yeah, mine is better for my purpose. Because, like, the purpose I have, if you're editing a video... if you're editing a video and it goes from day and night cycle frequently, it's very annoying. Because it means you can't cut a couple clips together without it feeling very harsh. That I noticed that in the first couple that well, the first one that I edited, and then the Invisible had already been recorded by then. And it just makes it that if you want to cut things together that are like 2 minutes apart, they might have very drastic changes in lighting, which isn't great. So yeah, it always keeps the same brightness because it just makes it that there's no sun cycle at all. It's always at max daylight. So it does make it that solar panels are overpowered a little bit, but we never use them anyway, and even if we did, like, it makes it an average of 60 kilowatts instead of 42. Like, it's not terrible. So yeah, that's the only reason I use that. It is solely for recording purposes. Just because I found when editing, especially since a lot of my challenges are slow, one build sometimes is like 2 or 3 day and night cycles. It's very hard, and it's very hard to line stuff up that way. Yeah, it's nice. And even in vanilla, it's mostly cosmetic. It makes it that solar panels, you don't have to worry about accumulators as well. Although I still include them just because it feels right if I ever play. But it is nice not having to worry about them at all. But yeah, we have this seed. I might look for a different one just for fun though. Actually, I kind of want to look for one with uranium. Just because I want to mess around with nuclear reactors. Let's see if we can find something. I don't know. Ooh, this doesn't really have trees, but it does have that one right there. Oh, but it has water everywhere. Oh wait, why don't I have water just in the starting area? That could be good. Honestly, this one looks it has too many trees. That's the wrong way. I feel like this one still has too many trees though. Nuclear reactors. Yeah, it works with. I mean, like I said, it's not that OP. Solar power is not really that heavily balanced by the requirement for accumulators. The average solar power is 42 kilowatts. Whereas full power it's 60. So the average production is only increased by like 30-40% or something, 40% or so. And accumulators are very, very cheap compared to the solar panels required. So like it's not a huge deal. I would not worry about that. If it's a nice quality of life. Why is my preview so tiny? Oh, yes, right. Okay, so back when I used to speedrun, I kept this seed on a limited map size. Because it made it that, well, it gave me like well, 2 reasons. One, it made it that I didn't have to cut one of the blueprints, but it also gave me an early sign if I messed up one of the blueprints. It told me I was off by 1. Because I had the map border here. So I placed my drills all the way to the edge of this, and if the drill didn't fit perfectly, it meant it didn't work. And no, the map wasn't endless. I deleted. You can see here, I had the map width and height completely limited. So I can only fit exactly as much as I needed here. It also moves some of the rocks around, which is weird. But yeah, rocks are slightly moved around in something like when you change the map size. Rocks and trees, for some reason, shift when you change the map size, which I think is really bizarre. Like, it doesn't just cut it. And I don't know how that works, but yeah, sometimes rocks end up in different spots. Almost does not matter to literally anyone, except for like very specific ones. You're going to win with this tiny map size? I mean, you don't need stuff. Yeah, you don't need that many resources, especially in super cheap mod. You tried making the CLX seed even smaller? Yeah. So yeah, if you try to like change that one, especially for a run like that, it's going to be pretty drastic. When you say super cheap, is that like 90% less? It's hard to say. Some things are only half the price. Some things are like 5 times cheaper. Some things are like 95% cheaper. It depends on the recipe. Some things are only half the price. They might even... I wonder if they change how much rocket parts. 5-minute world record. Maybe not 5 minutes. That's barely enough time to build like Well, I guess melting lanes don't have to be large. I don't know if this is the right world though for what I want. I feel like this is way too much iron. So I don't think I actually want to use that seed. Oh, howdy, Zasper. Yeah, I have to beat my time. The only way I can do it is by making everything ultra cheap, right? It's the only way now. 11.5. That's more reasonable. All right, I should probably remove this limited. There we go. There we go. This is the normal size map preview. Well, it's fairly normal. It's 1440p, so it also probably looks larger. I don't need a good map. I just want it to not suck. Is that too much to ask? This is why default settings looks terrible. Actually, I don't even really know what I'm looking for. I'm just kind of clicking the buttons. This could work if I remove water. Oh, that's not the water patch that I thought would stick. You've been using this mod all along. Secretly changing the cost of research by like 10%. Because that's one thing this mod does. It decreases research costs, I'm pretty sure, by like 90%. I just want something with coal close to water. That's like the only thing I'm looking for right now. Trees we can change. Actually, power probably... Ooh, it would be cool if this mod scaled at power, but that wouldn't really work very well. This is... okay, never mind. Apparently I want other things than that. Does anyone have like an idea, suggestion? If someone just has a random seed, if someone just types a number, I can run that. Just for fun. Ooh, that one was almost good. Well, I never realized how terrible patches were when turned up all the way. 423? Or 420? You know, this map is actually kind of alright, except for the fact that copper is so far. But this isn't the worst seed. This is almost like a playable. Okay, we'll keep that one. Yeah, I could also steal 100% seed. Although they... Ooh. Okay, what is it? Okay, pi. Honestly, the digits of pi is actually a pretty alright map. This one's not bad for what I need. Like, really close of all these patches, so that way I don't have to run very far. It looks like pi's the way to go. What if we remove a 9? Nope. Okay. We need as many... Actually, how many... Why is that changing things? Is it like looping? Because I know there's a seed limit. So like what happens if you add too many letters? What is it trying to do? Huh. Yeah, now I don't know. But yeah, let's go with this one. Because I am pretty sure I saw... Aw, darn. None of them are coal rocks. Ah, none of them are coal rocks. Oh well. Not a huge deal. I'm going to assume I need some stone. That's a fair assumption. We can make 20 furnaces. That's so many furnaces. I love it. Okay. We're just going to... Honestly, we're just going to mine some coal. I really thought there would be a coal rock here. Because, like, the thing is, we don't really need to go that far, right? We don't need a large base. Why is none of these coal rock? None of them are coal rock. That's not words. Oh, alt mode. Hold on. Settings, controls, alt mode. I disabled this for a very specific purpose, and I don't remember what it was. Invisible run, I think? Oh my god. We can make so many drills from the starting resources. I love it. Okay, this is off to a great start. Okay. You know what? I'm going to make the bold assumption. I only need 2 iron furnaces and 1 copper. That seems reasonable. Recipes, crafting speeds are not effective. Recipes and research is. And then if something can't be made cheaper, sometimes it gives extra of something. But not always. I don't know why I made the belt yet. We can't really do anything with it. Okay, let's get some more... You know what, screw it, let's get more drills. Oh, you're looking forward to... Oh, I haven't looked at steel. No, going fully optimistic, never go... You're right, I'm not cynical enough when I saw the fact that stone furnaces are 5 times cheaper. Oh, you know, I feel like steel furnaces are worth building. Just because, you know, like how dirt cheap are they gonna be, you know? I feel like it is reasonable to assume that I will need a lot of coal. Sure, this is good enough. Okay, let's get a lab. Let's get 10 science. That's 8. Ooh, we're iron limited here. Because these aren't any cheaper, are they? Okay, there's 10. We need a boiler. That's not any cheaper. Steam engine is actually not as significantly cheap as I thought. There is a cheaper version of this called hyper cheap mode or something. Okay, and then I guess we'll just put it close to the water, like a normal smelting plant. But there's a cheaper one which makes like everything use 1 of everything. Whereas this one, like things like offshore pumps aren't really going to be cheaper, aside from requiring slightly less copper. He only needed 2 packs. Oh my god, you're right. I forgot, research is cheaper. Honestly, I read that in time, so we're good. Okay, let's get power. Oh my god, I used all of my wood. But that's fine. It's on the way to this. Perfect. Okay, how many power poles is this gonna get? It wasn't meant to help. Yeah, I know it was meant to mock me, but you helped, and you can't take that back. Oh my god, wait, what? Wait a minute, why is my inventory not on auto sort? Does anybody... It doesn't affect other aspects, just recipes and science. That's all it affects, but I can say that is like 90% of your resources for the game. So I wouldn't say just recipes and science. Science is most of your resource and time spent in the game. How many science packs did I make? So yeah, that's still very, very huge boon. It is a shame that transport belts aren't that useful, or aren't that cheap. Inserters are fairly cheap. They use way less copper, which is nice. Okay. Let's do a belt there. We also need some inserters, okay. We're just gonna make it a little pretty. Power poles. We need some drills, which are actually more expensive than I thought. Not saying that's expensive, just more expensive than I thought. And we miscounted here. Let's make power poles until we get some more iron for belts. That's fine. Okay. I don't know how I made a chest. Oh, I know how I made a chest. Okay, perfect. Logistics. I think we needed 1 more science pack for that, which is why I had it crafting. Okay, I'm realizing we're going to be incredibly power limited pretty quickly. I'm still handcrafting things because I can't justify automation with how with how cheap things are. Okay, how many is this? That's 16. That's a little bit more than I wanted, but that's fine. Okay, iron is here. Let's start getting some inserters. Let's get assembling machines. And now we need to get science up and running pretty easily, pretty quickly. Okay, we definitely need... What do we need? We definitely need assembling machines, at least for transport belts, because transport belts aren't actually cheaper. So that means they're going to take up a lot of time to set up. Let's see, where should this be? I guess we can do automation here. That seems like a good spot. Honestly, this is a decent seed, considering we just randomly chose pie. I'm happy with it. Oh wait, are gears cheaper? Oh my god, gears are cheaper. Why didn't it occur to me that gears are cheaper? That makes so much sense. Okay, perfect. Let's get some more inserters. Let's get some outserters. I wonder if honestly, yeah, you probably could do with a significantly lower amount of, oh, what's the word? I don't actually know what the word is. I can't think of a word right now. Significantly lower power. Not necessarily because things cost less power, but because you just don't need a ton. Coal? Did you spell it like that? No. Okay. Did I spell it like that? Wait, no, I said it. I'm saying words right now. Not good words, but I am saying words. Definitely saying the wrong words. Okay, that makes it sound like I'm saying bad words, though. Not the correct words. There we go. That's more accurate. Okay, there we go. This is much better. You're intentionally messing with... Ah, mind games. You're trying to make it take as long as possible by distracting me. You're changing your 30-minute speed to 23 minutes? We're not... Honestly, we're kind of just faffing about right now, so we're definitely slower than we could be. We need to actually start doing things. Let's get a copper lane running. And honestly, I think I'm going to put copper on the same belt as this, because things are so cheap. Oh, this is misaligned. 34 minutes for first run. I hope. That would be awesome. Okay. We need some belt. And we need some more drills. And power is definitely going to be running low soon. Add 10 for not full focus. That seems reasonable. I'm okay with this. Okay, that seems okay. We can fit one more drill here. Awesome. Hopefully we'll have some space up top so that way we can do science soon. Will that craft? Undergrounds are fairly cheap, which is nice. I wonder if I need a mall. I feel like I definitely need a mall, right? Okay. That's not, like, the best way to do that, but I figured since I don't need a ton, we can just have everything on one belt and be totally fine. At least that's my thought. Okay, red science is done at a ratio. Maybe not a good ratio, but definitely at a ratio. We can get some more stuff later. We need to take care of power. It needs to be fully automated pretty soon because we don't really have it on the water patch. So let's place one down here. Yeah, I still need to build all the things. First time, definitely, probably 40 minutes. Because, like, there's a lot of time that'll be spent just, like, looking at what a recipe is briefly, and then realizing I could have built it, like, 10 times faster. But we'll see. Maybe it won't be so bad. maybe we'll be schmoovin'. There's always a chance we'll schmoove. Because I feel like we have all of the smelting lanes we need. That's probably not accurate, but we definitely have a good amount. I feel like botless is the way to go. I can't see a world where bots are helpful, other than the fact that it would be fun. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Power should be good now. We'd obviously need more. I need more drills. Okay. I just craft power poles in my spare time because they're always useful. Okay. Then we're just gonna feed coal into all of these because why not? Okay. Well, what all do we need now? We need more lab. We definitely need more labs, which is weird, considering how cheap stuff is. That I need more. But yeah, why not? Poor bots getting fired already. Hey, they've done nothing. When have they ever helped me? Always. They're actually incredibly useful. But yeah, they're useless. Okay. Inserters. That's good. With how fast things run, I feel like we don't actually have enough mining speed here. Oh well, not a huge deal. Okay, we're gonna set up some kind of mall. I guess that seems kind of helpful. So assembly machines, we're gonna do something weird here. I think I know what this needs to look like. Yeah, okay. I definitely have a vision. Output, 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 output. Because if I remember correctly, this is, yeah, one. This only uses one cable, so that means the ratio is probably this. I have not filled out my hotbar. There we go. Okay, so that's fully automated. We definitely do not have enough iron, but at least that's an easy thing to fix. We're definitely running out of iron patch, though. Okay, iron drills. Now we can make a bunch of stuff, so that's nice. Okay, inserters. I think our limiting factor right now is the availability of iron, which I'm very surprised by. Research is done. Let's get green science. Let's get steel processing. Let's get steel axe. Let's get, and then all this junk. Okay. Good start. And then we definitely need coal automation. I think that's our next goal. Which, this should work for that. Yeah. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, coal automation. I'm thinking we sideload one onto the copper patch. Should be fine. And then a splitter would be good here, so we don't have to think as much. Let's see, where's that? That's there? Okay. Or so that way we don't need two separate lanes. Perfect. And then this can sideload onto iron. Which actually, it should be lower, because I think we need to extend iron down. Because it's way more limiting than I thought it would be. Okay. Get some drills, extend the belt, get some inserters, which we're still handcrafting, because why not? I mean, when you don't really have expensive intermediates to craft, handcrafting isn't the worst. That does not fit there. That is unfortunate. Okay, these are not going to be on a pattern, but that's okay. Why does it matter? Things are cheap. I actually don't know if power poles are any cheaper, but, I mean, they can't really be that much more expensive, right? Okay, these are all mining pure resources. Excellent. Okay, let's get a basic mall set up, because why not? I feel like we don't need assembler 2s ever, so that'll be nice to not have to worry about. So first things first, we do the normal conveyors and inserters. I don't know if normal is the right word here. We also do not need a ton of science. So this should be plenty. Oh, also let's get some fast inserters. Yeah, I need assembler 2s for liquid recipes, but you don't need that many liquid recipes. So they don't necessarily need to be automated, is really what I meant by that. Okay. There you go, that's good. I say let's do like 6. 6 seems like a reasonable amount of science assemblers in this situation. Yeah, I think that's more than enough. Considering we need like 1/10 of the science. I think that's right. At least. Pretty sure it's very, very small amount. Now, I don't really know how I'm going to get copper here, but that's fine. I'm not too worried about that. Does this work? Yes. Still don't have enough inserters though, so let's craft a bunch, which is very easy to do. There we go. And last but not least, perfect. Honestly, even with handcrafting all the intermediates, you really don't struggle to craft as fast as you build, which is fun. Okay, you know what, we're gonna have an inserter there, and we're going to have a splitter here with an underground. That'll work. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, this mod is very forgiving, which is nice. Not having anything be expensive is fantastic. Okay, I don't know how many labs we need. Certainly not 32. Let's do 16. And then we're also just going to craft a bunch of pipe. Okay. This should be fine. Yeah, that'll work. There is a forest in the way, but honestly, we'll have grenades soon enough, so I think that's fine. Also, grenades are probably going to be super cheap. I imagine they're super cheap. Because I don't see why they wouldn't be. Ooh, that is a weird number of labs. Very weird number of labs. Hello, Big Rick. Welcome, welcome. I cannot count, apparently. I was supposed to have 16. And based on the fact that I'm holding an odd number right now, I miscounted. Oh well. Really not a big deal. I'm just confused at my ability to count. Perfect. And now we need power poles. Okay, power poles I feel like aren't cheaper, so that part's annoying. There we go. Okay, research should be going pretty fast. Steelix is only like 6 times cheaper. That's not as drastic of a difference as I wanted. Can't believe I'm complaining about that, but yeah. Okay, time for more gears. Honestly, probably not a ton. Splitters, undergrounds, and okay, that should be fine. Let's make some undergrounds. Okay, that should be fine. I know I'm definitely wasting some inserters here, but who cares? I really don't need splitters at all. Undergrounds are useful because they're used everywhere, but splitters are definitely overkill. Oh well. Cheap is cheap, right? That's in the wrong spot. There we go. Don't know why I think I'll need this many of any of them, but sure, why not? Okay. That should be a-okay. Now, we are lacking on gears, but I think that is totally fine. Let's go expand power real quick while we're thinking about it. And then we can also do... Oh, we can do gear improvements here, which is nice. Perfect. Okay. Power expansion, which honestly might be the last power expansion we need. Okay, that's 8. We have 10 of those, so we'll need another 6, I think. I guess it depends if I accidentally oversize my base. Okay, research is going along nicely. Should I do steel furnaces? I feel like I don't really need steel furnaces. That seems silly now that I say it out loud. Okay, well that's an uneven ratio, but that's fine. Is this still the first run? Yeah. We started like 20 minutes ago. Perfect. I'm glad I can still do that at least, because that doesn't have any like mechanical limitations. Okay. Perfect. Okay, now we need... I like how my time is not that much faster than my old time. Because I'm definitely overbuilding. Okay, honestly, let's do steel. Which, okay. It does affect, okay, it affects the crafting time, but in a really weird way, which I hate. So that's going to be fun. Let's do steel. Oh, we need to keep researching. Fluid handling. Sure, we're going to do a random order because I don't think the order matters. Okay. So we need furnaces, which we're out of, surprisingly. There we go. Now let's go get more stones. Let's get some drills, because we're going to do a steel furnace lane. And based on how the steel furnace lane looks, it's a ratio of 1 to 2, which means you can, basically a ratio of 1 to 2. So if you do stone furnaces into steel furnaces, I think that's the way to go. Or we can do long inserters somewhere. I think both of those would be pretty cool, actually. But for now, I'm just going to start with the basic, which is running out of resources. Okay. So let's start with this. Input. But yeah, if we like upgrade just the steel side, I think we're off to a great start. And I think we can make it this tall too. Hey, this is actually running out of iron, which is nice. We're not really backing up inserters, I'm realizing. We have nowhere near enough inserter production. We need way more iron, which is kind of annoying. I mean, they're cheap, so it's not a huge deal, but we definitely undersized or underestimated how much we need of things. Okay. I think this is a 1-to-1 ratio. Yeah. Yeah, I think I read it correctly. I'm second guessing myself now, but I'm pretty sure I read it correctly. Okay. These are going to be crafting for a while, so let's do the drills. Perfect. And I guess we have some splitters so we can get coal set up too. Where do poles go? Good point. I have an idea. I can fix this. Kind of. Yeah, I'll fix it. I did not realize that I left 0 of a gap. But yeah, we will fix this in time. It will not be a problem. Good catch. Thanks for being on my side today, chat. Perfect. Okay. This is gonna be fantastic. Okay. Let's craft more of these. Let's craft more inserters. Don't know if we have enough drills. I guess we'll find out. Okay, let's do a splitter, and then we'll just sideload it here. That should be fine. Yeah, that works. Okay, well, at least we have one that can output. Okay, so this is taking longer to research than I thought. We definitely have science issues, which is very weird. I see why we have them, but I'm not happy with it. Okay. So we just need an iron lane, honestly. That's our limiting factor. I really thought this would be enough. Okay, so things for building the base apparently are not nearly as cheap as I thought they were. That's what it boils down to. Which is fine. We can fix this. It's just not what I anticipated. Because inserters really only save like 1 iron, and they save like 1 copper, which is not a significant change. It is a very easy fix. So basically all we have to do is drag this belt up here and sideload iron onto this, and we're good. And that fixes it. Or at least mitigates it. Okay. So that should be perfectly fine. We don't have medium power poles ready yet, so we won't be able to fix it quite yet, but we're pretty close. And then do we think this is going to be enough for like the whole run? I feel like it's pretty close. We're definitely getting more iron now, though. We need more inserters, and we definitely need steel. But steel has some issues, so we're just going to have to roll with it, what we got. Okay. Now these also need coal, which... Let's see. We're just going to use another splitter, because why not? Okay, fully automated coal there. We have copper. These don't really do anything. There we go. Okay, power poles. Awesome. Our plan is working. Okay, look at that. Nobody can say that we messed up steel now. I guess the evidence is still there. But I think we recovered pretty well. Okay. Do we need a steel buffer? I'm not sure, so we're gonna do one just in case, because it's always a little bit nice to have one. We messed up steel. I said no one can say that. What the heck, Tice? You're not respecting my one wish. How dare you? Okay, sure. Let's do some mall upgrades, because why not? It's dirt cheap. Okay, okay, these are working pretty good. These are not working that fast. What are they limited by? Probably inserter speed. Oh my god, we're copper limited? Copper input limited? No, we're copper limited. Oh my gosh, we're copper limited. Okay. Well, that's an easy fix. Okay, you missed it. Okay, well now no one's on my side. What did I do? Everyone's pointing out that I messed something up that I actually messed up. What is this? The world is turned against me. It's speaking the truth. Unacceptable. Okay, well I'm happy with this. Okay, let's do blue science. Would you cry as us to get bricks and a steel lane? Okay, so we got the iron lane. We don't really have many inserters. I guess we can just use fast inserters for everything. They're not that much more expensive. These are working well enough. I don't think we're limited by circuits. Okay. Actually, we don't need more iron. That's a wait. Well, okay, we're gonna need iron for blue science. For sure. So we might as well set that up. Don't know how much power we're using right now. Probably not a ton. Yeah, we're fine on power. I kind of wish it made power like super easy for some reason. I guess it doesn't matter that much, but I was expecting to need like no power. Okay, we can keep making those. We definitely don't need furnaces. We kind of canceled some research. Why did we cancel the research? Oh, I remember why we canceled the research. Yeah, no, it makes sense now. Let's do stone. Let's get like 200 stone furnaces. That should be fine. Okay, so we need a stone brick lane. We might as well make it here, right? Yeah, that fits. Okay. Belts are fairly cheap, so I'm not too concerned. Let's add a splitter. Let's do like a normal lane for once. Well, normal-ish. This would go here, based on the way I'm visualizing it, although it doesn't matter that much. Okay, and then stone can go here. Theft might be against terms of service. Oh, because we're stealing steel. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that's not allowed on Twitch, probably. That's a fair assumption, at least. Okay, let's get drills automated, actually. It's silly that I haven't automated them yet. Perfect, or assembly machines, which also probably don't need to do, but why not? We're just going to limit them to like 1 stack, though, because we don't need a ton. There we go. Okay, lots of belts, too, which I'm very happy with. These are not getting enough coal, so we definitely need to expand coal. I guess we're going to build these with fast inserters, because that's what we have. They're a little bit pricier, but not a ton. And it means we don't have to worry about carrying inserters with us. So like it's not a huge deal. See, that's pure resource. Awesome. I thought I just saw beeping. I don't know if we turned off biters now that I think about it. We probably did, considering I started with the any percent settings. But I'm not confident about that either. Okay, plastic probably isn't going to be that cheap. Neither will red chip. Well, red chips might be like 30% cheaper. Okay. That should be fine. We have bricks now. We have steel. That means we can get the refineries. We don't really have bricks. Never mind. We have enough bricks for 8 refineries right off the bat. Oh, that's fantastic. Was not expecting to have that many so quickly. Okay. Glad we automated bricks for that, huh? We need some drills, and we need some power poles. You know, power poles are going to take a long time to handcraft like that. We actually have to, we're going to have to do this if we want power poles anytime soon. Because we're actually out. There we go. Oh yeah, we don't have pollution on at all. There we go. Okay, make me power poles, please. Because I miscalculated. Okay, and then assembly machines are super easy to upgrade at least, so that's nice. We're definitely lacking in these, but not by a ton. We're actually limited by outserter speed. Never mind, that's a very easy fix then. Perfect. Okay, if we want more steel, we can get more steel. I don't know if we really need it, but I definitely have the option to do steel furnaces. Okay, back to oil, which I guess we're just going to do right here, because why not? We have not done pipes. Whoops. Outserter is a great word. Oh god, we don't have pipes at all. Okay, well that's fine. Power poles should be on the other side here, though. Plastic. Let's put plastic a little bit farther over. We're going to do that right here. Then we can do input, and then output. Input, and then output. Don't know what the ratio is, but this is probably fine. Plastic. Good. It can output 2 at a time. Yeah, I don't think this is any cheaper. Maybe uses less petroleum, but it's not significantly cheaper if it is cheaper. Are they there if they don't consume pollution? If pollution isn't spreading, you at least know you're not going to get attacked by biters, at least. Because they only attack if pollution reaches them or if you walk towards them. Do we really need a chest? We probably don't need a chest. Wow, that takes way too long to craft. I'm hoping the oil is also cheaper just because we only have one oil pipe here. I can't tell though. I don't actually know what the default amount is. Okay, so plastic is done. We need some chips, which we can do here. We also need engines. So let's do gears and pipe finally. Maybe we can actually put pipe in a chest. Could be nice. Gears, pipe, steel is over here, so let's just send that up. Perfect. Okay. And then pipe in a chest is what I said. We can probably handcraft all of the underpipe we need, but pipe is a bit... I don't know, we might as well just automate this too. Especially with how cheap it probably is. I don't know why I'm setting limits. Things aren't expensive enough to care. Okay. I'm very tempted to upgrade steel, because I know we can. There we go. This actually needs a side load. I realized this wasn't buffering it fast. Default oil is 100 to 35. Okay, so it's in like 3 times cheaper. Very nice. Okay. So this will make us engines. What do we also need? We need circuits. I think we could do more circuits up here. We definitely have a weird ratio for circuits. And it looks like this. There we go. I'm going to assume this is enough. Okay. There we go. This is our green circuit design. I'm pretty happy with that one actually. Okay, we have iron here. We might need more iron, but this is probably fine. It needs to go on the inside. Curse circuit, slightly cursed circuits. Honestly, it looks like when you do circuits in an expensive run. You know what? I know how we can get more copper. Let's make steel furnaces. They're so cheap. Oh, they actually have changed the crafting time of circuits. Okay, so some things do have affected crafting times. That's cool. I wasn't expecting that. How's power? Power is doing fine. But yeah, this will let us get more copper without having to do a ton. You know what? It's faster, but it's not that faster. Default is 100 to 45. Well, I know this one's cheaper. Okay, so we confirmed it's cheaper. We just haven't confirmed exactly how much. Good to know. Steel furnaces, that should be fine. Okay, we're gonna filter this out to get red chips. Filter to the right. Definitely have an oversized base for sure. That's going to lose us a lot of time, but that's fine. Okay. Will this work? I'm not sure what the ratio of these are, so I'm just going to make the assumption that it doesn't really matter. Because that's probably good, right? Yeah, it's a 1 to 1 to 1, so it does not matter what the ratio is. Also, this is off by 1. Classic error. Classic off by 1 error. They're everywhere. Okay, and then one more. Honestly, 6 is probably enough. Let's start with 6. Okay, sulfur pipe. This can go there, here, and here. I just realized we turned off water outside of the starting area, so this is actually kind of annoying. Blue science, engines, which engines are super easy to connect. We already have all the resources. I like how I'm not even trying to make my base not spaghetti because it doesn't matter that much. Okay, that should be fine. We stopped researching, which is unfortunate. Not a huge deal, but definitely some idle time there. Okay, we should get everything. Everything then. Okay, we do have to loop this at the top, so this is a bad idea. Let's loop it, actually, let's loop it down. Yeah, we still have to do the red recipes. I just wasn't sure how I wanted it to look. That should be fine. Red, okay. There we go. That's much more manageable than what we had. Okay, so now the only thing we need is sulfur, which should be really easy to do. It's going to be in a weird location, but other than that, it's easy. That red is an ambitious buffer. That's mostly just for build speed, like, because I'm thinking that's all the sulfur we'll need for the whole run, or all the red chips we need for the whole run. If I just build them all there, in which case we do need probably a chest or two. But definitely on the ambitious side for sure. You know what? I'm going to regret this. Actually, do we even have enough pipe for this to work? Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna regret that 100%. Okay, we had enough. Awesome. Offshore pumps. Perfect. And now we have sulfur. Okay. We also need sulfuric acid soon. Okay, it should get a lot faster after this point, because we really don't need a ton of late stage stuff. But yeah, I definitely could have undersized a lot more in my base, but now we know. That's why we're doing multiple runs. Okay, blue science is done. We can't pass through here, but we can pass through here. Perfect. Definitely planned. Why didn't I make any 20 offshores? Easy. I was just clicking a bunch because things are cheap, so I just click as much as I can and hope things work out. That's a fair reason, right? Like, even though I don't need it, clicking is easy. Thinking is hard. That's my new motto, actually. I like that. Okay, transport belts. Okay, what all do we need? I'm kind of forgetting what Factorio needs. Actually, yeah, let's do more red chips. I really feel like we need more red chips. Because we can 100% make this our only red chip lane if we extend this. It needs lube. It doesn't need lube for a long time, though, if you're not doing bots. I don't think this recipe is cheaper, which is why I'm making so many. It's just like, well, it's cheaper, but I don't think it crafts faster, so we need a lot of assembling machines here if we want to use the whole belt. So this should be enough for as much as I've built, at least. Perfect. There we go. Random placement there. Okay, we haven't really made a ton of blue science yet. Are there any green science research speeds we can get? Oh, lab research speed is basically free. Flammables, we need that for later. Okay, and then we should be able to do advanced oil by then. Okay, we can probably make do with one advanced oil assembler, though I think we're going to need a bunch of tanks. So let's see, let's get one oil refinery, some storage tanks. We'll place it over here. I don't know which side it is. Right side, I think. Perfect. Okay, we'll have advanced oil soon enough. Might as well place bricks. Are bricks cheaper? Bricks are probably cheaper. I haven't looked at the recipe, but yeah, they're definitely cheaper. I like how I'm placing this, assuming that I actually, this isn't going to create an insane amount of resources from one, from one advanced oil. Because it might, it very well might just produce an absolutely absurd amount. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if this really counts. It's fun clicking the buttons, though. Okay. How much blue science have we produced? We've probably made enough. Let's get research speed. Let's get flammables. I'm going to make a bold assumption. We need more labs. Don't know why I think I need more labs, but I feel like I need more labs. Maybe I just want more labs. Also, I need grenades. Because grenades are cheap, and I'm running into a lot of trees that it's time to just destroy. There we go. This is a waste of time, but oh well. I mean, what isn't a waste of time, right? You could say this. There's arguments to be made that this whole run is a waste of time. Also need a grenade lab. I don't know what a grenade lab is, but yes, I need a grenade lab. Okay, we're low on power, so time for another expansion. We never actually finished the whole thing, so this should be fine. We definitely need more drills going into it as well. We'll do drills on the way back. And then we can get more steel very easily. Like almost zero effort, which is exciting. I love almost zero effort builds. Because if we just upgrade one half the steel lane, we double our steel. Which I think is fun. Because we're actually... we're steel furnace limited. Okay, still got it for that one. That makes me really happy. Is this a speedrun category? No, definitely not. It's just fun. It just seemed like a fun thing to try. Since someone suggested the run. Okay, I guess we can get a couple more steam engines, but for the most part, we're just gonna have to accept that that's our plan. Okay. Power poles are always good to be crafting, just so they're on me. Blue science is good. Blue science actually caught up with us. I don't think the research order matters. Yeah, I headed back up there. I can't really do it remotely. And the research wasn't fully done when we left it, but I appreciate the reminder for sure. We need an underground here because walking through this sucks. There we go. That actually does not produce nearly as much as I thought it would. It just doesn't use a ton of oil, so we actually need more of them. Well, okay, let's not do more of them. Because everything that's consuming it is also going to not use a ton. We haven't researched lube. Well, that's fine. Okay, should I do an LDS build? I feel like I should do an LDS build already. Or at least start planning for LDS. That seems right to me. So that means we need a splitter, which I don't know why we don't have. Some assembly machines, which we also don't have. Okay, so we're definitely lacking everything. Perfect. And then steel is over here, which I can probably just wrap around and cut through. We're going to do a splitter, though, just in case I need to continue steel through to the other side for something. Advanced oil processing. What isn't cheap? Okay, so grenades are cheap. I think the research was a waste of time, because now I'm thinking I don't want to set it up, but, you know, there is an attempt. Okay, so since this is just hand-built, we can just do this. Definitely lower than my time goal, but yeah, we oversized a lot and undersized. We undersized the mall really early and then oversized literally everything else, but that's fine. It's still fun. I don't know what LDS takes, but this is probably enough. Well, yeah, this is probably enough. Once we get the recipe. I like how I got rocket fuel first, which is literally the most useless one, though. Rocket fuel, lube, electric engines. There we go. We're in drugs. If you think that... Wait, for what? What makes us on drugs? Iron plates being cheap? Oh, iron plates being expensive. I mean, they are. Relative to everything else, iron plates are incredibly expensive. Well, okay, but the mall isn't cheaper. Remember that. Like, nothing about the... Not much of the stuff we place by hand is significantly cheaper. Maybe, like, a little bit less iron, but it's not like any drastic decrease. It's like one less plate for inserters. That would be pretty funny if they made one thing really expensive. That would definitely get a laugh out of me. Okay, see, we used one of these buffers, so it's not as ambitious as some people were thinking, I'd say. It's definitely ambitious, but not quite as ambitious as people were thinking. Okay, these are actually a lot pricier than I thought they would be. I mean, it's not expensive, but it is like twice as expensive as I thought. Okay, LDS isn't researched yet, that's fine. Let's do sulfuric acid while this crafts. Which should be fairly straightforward if I can find iron. I guess we can do it here. Okay, that works. Sulfuric acid. It's weird not having bots, but I know we don't need them. It just feels wrong. I missed them already. There we go. And iron. We're actually low on iron, which is funny. A mix of cheap and expensive mode. That would be cruel. Things randomly are expensive and randomly cheap, and it changes throughout the run. Okay, so they did affect the crafting speed of this. So this might actually be enough LDS for the run. Okay, what all are we missing for yellow and purple science? I feel like we're missing some stuff. Oh, engines, because we didn't have the lube recipe yet. There we go. We're missing something else. Oh, logistics and rails. There we go. Isn't the random mod effectively... Well, yeah, but I'm going to change as it goes. Don't know how that would work, but... Basically that, yeah. It's just like that mod. Okay. Engine should be here pretty easily. Let's assume 3 is enough. That's a very fair assumption, I think. Definitely had the spacing off on this one. Okay, perfect. Circuits are here. We're actually low on green chips. which is not great, and iron, which is probably why we're low on green chips. So we definitely need a resource expansion. Okay, electric engines are done. Honestly, engines probably aren't that much cheaper, are they? Yeah, I doubt they are. Okay, so the only thing we're missing now is batteries. Then we get robot frames. All recipes have loaded on startup. Aw, so there's no randomizing them as it goes. That makes sense. I have to, every 5 minutes I have to restart the game. That's what it would boil down to. Okay, so sulfuric acid is over here. Copper and iron are on this belt, so this is a good spot for batteries, I think. We'll do it here. There we go. This is why I don't know why I thought I need that many battery assemblers, but we have them. There we go. Input, input. Base exploration has a % chance of different recipes. What do you mean by that? What does that mean? The mod would crash my game in every 5 minutes. That's smart. That does solve it. Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean about the space exploration thing. I know it has like Kovarex style stuff. You give it the same inputs and sometimes you get Y, X and sometimes you get Y as an output. Yeah, that's just like Kovarex style though, right? That's nothing like super special. Let's get steel furnaces. I think that's what we're missing right now. Oh, that's a lot of steel furnaces. We're actually kind of out of iron though, which is weird. We do have some more we can use, of course. It's just less than I wanted. Okay, that's fine. We'll just sideload it in a random spot and it should be good. But they are completely different items. I mean, that's basically what Kovarex is. They're completely different items. They're just related to each other. But like conceptually, it's no different. Okay, that should be a decent improvement in iron, I think. Although I sideloaded it at a terrible spot. But hopefully it helps. We're actually circuit limited, which is very bizarre. Oh, that's because we're copper limited. Okay. So we're limited by a lot of things. There are a lot of things I can fix. Oh, and that also bricked a ton of stuff. Okay, so hopefully this fixes it. We still need railway, we need purple. We can get lab research speed. Is there anything else that's like mildly useful? Not really. Okay, let's just set up, well, RoboFrame should be working now, right? Conceptually, at least, once copper increases. I might just have to hope that that's enough. Things might just not run for a bit. We definitely are lacking in copper. Oh my gosh, how do we not have transport belts? We picked them up so many times. Could you use a system to have randomly cheap or expensive recipes? Oh, make them... Well, so that doesn't work that well because you have to have the scale so incredibly high. So you would have to have it that one blue chip cost like 5,000 circuits to balance it out. So I don't think that's like that's not that functional of a trade-off because that changes everything. Okay. What's fun about this run? Everything is incredibly cheap. And we're oversizing everything as well, which is causing things to take a lot more time than I expected. But yeah, things are super cheap. We need very little stuff for research, stuff like that. Are we launching a rocket? We're launching like 2 or 3 rockets. I'm not gonna end stream in like 5 minutes. Now for purple science. I can't imagine I have an idea of how to build purple science. This is probably fine. Okay, let's do modules here. That's always a good start. Except for the fact that blue chips are taking up everything. So we'll actually put them here, so that way they can get some. I'm assuming it doesn't change the amount of rocket parts that are required, so I'm not sure how that works. Okay. That should be fine. Input, input, output, output, output. I don't know why these aren't working. Oh, they are working. Oh, it makes 6 at a time. Nice. I feel like modules probably aren't that useful here then. Hard to say. Because they're not going to be crafting that many. Okay, and we also need rails, and we need furnaces. I can't think of how to build either of those things right now. Oh, you know what I could do? So that the ratio is better? I can do like the standard design, but just have them output onto different belts. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, there we go. So that's one. And then double input. Okay. So we need steel, sticks, stone, and bricks. I love that. That's a fun combination of words. Steel, sticks, stone, and bricks. One is probably enough. We're gonna do 2. Okay, steel, sticks, stone, and bricks. We'll do it. You know what? We're gonna split off of this. Okay, there's the stone and sticks. Steel, sticks, stone, and bricks. It's a new hit song. I can get out of this, but not with the iron that I have. That is unfortunate. There we go. I locked myself into a corner there. Okay, and then, you know what? We're just going to go around. Which of them will break your bones? All of them. I have very fragile bones. Glass bones and paper skin. You know what they say. Okay, where's glass? No, sticks, steel, stone, and bricks. So we still need stone and bricks. Okay, I'm glad I have that mnemonic for a recipe that I build literally once a week. Because there's no other way I could remember it. Is mnemonic the right word there? I actually don't know. I feel like mnemonic device is just anything that helps you remember. Sandwich every day. Well, that's not... I don't know if that will help me remember. I feel like a sandwich every day probably isn't great for bones. You learn so many belt crimes by watching how it works in 100% base, so you start to use them yourself. Yep, there are so many belt crimes there. Unforgivable ones, too. Okay, so we're missing copper. That seems to be our limiting factor for, like, literally our entire base. So that's not too bad, right? Yeah, someone shared something the other day, if tacos are a sandwich. So I just replaced the words in my tacos everyday song with sandwich every day. Does not flow well. Does not flow well at all. But it was a valiant attempt. Okay, so things are running, just not very fast. So once we get copper expanded, I think we're good. That's, as far as I know, the last thing we need. Right? Well, and speed modules, but those are also limited by said... Ooh, That's not right. Said copper. Okay, this doubles my copper production, so if this isn't enough, I don't know what is. Okay. That's fine. By extension, presumably gyros are sandwiches too. So that one, I feel like I've always thought that. That one makes more sense to me. Because, like, I think the difference is that gyros are much more similar to just, like, a normal piece of bread than a taco is. Like, especially since tacos are normally on, like, corn tortillas. But, like, pita bread, really not drastically different than just sandwich bread. Yeah, my 4 nuggets of copper are not enough to launch a nuke. I thought they would be. Then things are more expensive than I expected. It's wild. Okay, so we can start getting... Well, we definitely need beacons. We can get RCUs. Prod 3s are not cheaper, are they? No, they're 4 times cheaper. What did Prod 3s cost? Oh, Prod 3s in general as well are cheap. Oh, what do these cost? Oh, we need 4 of them. That's easy. Okay. Like I did Fex Transmission first, when we don't have any purple science there yet. Okay, so do I need more purple? I feel like I need more purple. I doubt I need more yellow. But we're gonna do it anyway. Don't know what we're limited by here, so it's hard to say. Oh, I need to, yeah, I really don't know what rocket launch is going to cost. Do I need 720 of every rocket part? Because that changes things drastically. I kind of assumed that's also cheaper, but I don't know if it can be. I need 300 purple until... Yeah, but the thing is I need it, like, now. And even this doesn't take long. No spoilers. Okay, yeah, well, I guess we'll get there when we get there. I also might need more refineries. Okay, let's connect up the copper. Yeah, I definitely know what we can do to improve it. This is a fun blind run. You helped you once and you regret it. Fair enough. You have to make up for that. Yeah, this is very slow compared to how I used to build, but I appreciate it. Because we're not that much behind my old run. Which is, I'm trying not to think about that. You regret nothing. Glad you regret nothing. Tice does. For sure. Okay, we need modules. Yeah, I doubt this is going to be enough speed modules, but what if it is? There's always the chance that it is enough, right? It does need more pasta. I think that will improve it. Maybe not improve. It'll make it more unique, though. Okay, we'll know for sure once we finish this if we messed up with how much we need of everything. Yeah, it needs more lasagna. Let's go with lasagna, because that means we can pretend it looks nice. At least that's what I'm leaning towards. Wow, this produces way more than I expected. Okay, so research is pretty much done, I would say. So I'm actually glad we switched to modules. I don't know that many pasta types, so I feel like these aren't words. I know they are, but I don't really know what they are. It feels weird being able to use red belt, because like you can't really use them in burner stuff. Yeah, we have Mario socks on today. They seemed fun to wear. Okay, that should help a lot. As long as it sounds Italian, you're fine. That seems like a I don't know. Not understatement. I can't think of the word. Oversimplification. Oh my god, we need rocket fuel. We forgot rocket fuel. How could we forget rocket fuel? Also, we should definitely do rocket fuel with solid fuel and... Oh my god, wait, how cheap is this gonna be? This has to be incredibly cheap, right? That is so cheap. It's a ratio of 1 to 15. I think. Yeah, don't mind me just making my rocket fuel at a ratio of 1 to 15. Okay, so 1 chem plant to 15 assembling machines. That's what we're looking at right now. So this should be enough. And if it's not, I don't know what is. Okay. This is so... That's so cheap. Like, I'm not surprised, but I'm slightly surprised. Okay, I should probably look at the silo recipe. You've never used a fax? That's probably fair. I was gonna say, I can't believe you never used one, but they're kind of trash. And also very old. We had one... I used to work at a library at some point. So I had to learn how to use a fax machine for the very... It was very rare, but sometimes like a job or college requires you to fax something to them. Like a resume, not a resume usually. Usually like a degree. So a lot of people faxed. So we needed an actual functioning fax machine in town, despite them being almost archaic. And yeah, they're not good. They're not good. Also, they're not cheap. Like we actually had to charge... We had to charge like $1 to use them per paper sent. Just so that way we could afford to have a fax machine. Which is just a wild thought to me. It might have been 50 cents, but no, it was either 50 cents or $1, but either way, it's a lot. Because you have to pay for the paper that you're making the other people print. So you have, plus the fact that you're paying for the phone line as well. So when people don't use it a ton, you have to charge for it. It's basically what it boiled down to. Okay, we'll see how many of this stuff we need. Research is really slow. I think it requires a lot more than I thought it does. I think when I thought this would be faster, I was actually looking at the hyper cheat mode. Which is, so I thought we only needed 60 of every science, but we actually need about four times what I expected. Some rocket fuel machines are still unpowered, probably. Not too plussed about that, but yeah, I'll definitely go fix that. Also, why do I have that as that kind of splitter? Oh, that's why. We've probably produced all the science we needed, I just don't have enough labs. I know I was joking about it earlier, but yeah, we actually just genuinely don't have enough labs. Okay, if the rocket launch is not cheaper, we're doomed. Because we don't really have the infrastructure to produce more of everything. So we're either going to take like another 10 minutes or we're good. There's no middle ground. You actually mean those fax machines that are integrated into printers? What makes them worse? That doesn't sound too bad to me. Yeah. We could say that. Well, I'm actually not sure. Because I really don't know how expensive things are after this. I guess I could look at the silo. Yeah, that's not expensive. You know, I'm just gonna make the assumption that I need more of everything, because otherwise, what else am I gonna do, right? And that is a fair assumption, because I don't know if you can change the cost of a rocket. You probably can change the cost of a rocket, but there's always the chance you can't, or just they didn't. But that would be weird, or they just made it that space science is incredibly cheap. Because I'm trying to think, how else could they have balanced rocket launches? I guess if they just assumed everything being cheaper was a good alternative, or a good equivalent to it, that could work. I'm realizing these are not side-loading on the correct belt. How do we do this? There we go. Yeah, that's true. Space exploration does. It also has a very weird, completely different recipes. I just meant more like, I was thinking more just, did the creator think that should be included? But yeah, I definitely misspoke a little. Can you have link permissions, please? Not yet. Not at the moment. Because I have stuff to do. You can link at the end of the run. Because I want to finish this. And we're too close for me to just stop and type right now. Wow, we're really lab limited. That is so surprising. Just play Link Roulette. Yeah, there's almost a guarantee. Honestly, I might have given you permanent permissions. I thought about it, because you generally post fairly safe things. I mean, I'll always post safe things. Oh! Oh, that explains so much. That explains everything. That's why our base is so garbage. There's no other reason. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're... How did I not notice that? There might accidentally be a map size limit to it, so it could just be darkness. Yeah, I'm not sure. Our base has been running at half speed for the past 10 minutes. At least we haven't browned out permanently, so that's good. It could have been a lot worse. That's all I'm saying. Underground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Well, yet. Yeah, that's true. Yet is an important distinction. Oh wait, I don't need power poles for these. Yeah, that's true. You're not helping me. So it's not your fault. You've acknowledged that you won't help me. I understand. Some things some things have to be done. We really should have set up solid fuel. It is so incredibly cheap. Way cheaper than miners, which is hilarious. I mean, it's always cheaper than miner. Looks like the amount of coal is the issue. It wasn't. It is now. We had the right amount. But now it's browning out. So we're going to have to hand feed it some as well to make it catch up. Okay, there we go. There's that brownout that people wanted. Because we had 13, which is enough for as many drills as we had. But that's okay. We have some coal that we can hand feed. It won't be a huge issue. Although we do have to grab a bunch of stuff. Connect power to network. It is not important right now. We didn't finish up the power plant. I went to do the drills first. But appreciate the double checking. Yeah, I kind of just left it to go do the drills. And grab some things. Because what we really need is this coal to kickstart it. Take some rocket fuel. I mean, right now we just need to get things set up. We're doing fine. We really just need to grab stuff, honestly. Like, we have stuff to kickstart it. We'll grab some rocket fuel on the return trip. And we'll be fine. Yeah, exactly. This is fine. Glad someone understands. Okay, I think we actually need a little bit of red belt because of how we have this set up. Okay, now we connect the power plant. And now we go get some solid fuel as well. Oh, hold on, I'm getting a phone call. Hello. Yeah, it's almost like a phone call is more important than than a link allowance for someone. Well, he missed his chance. Okay, let's go fix the splitter. Cuz I forgot. I meant to sideload it after and then didn't. Cuz it was supposed to be a merge onto half of a belt, not a splitter. And then I did not build it that way and now we're doomed. Okay, hopefully power recovers. There is a good chance it will recover in time. Now that the fuel is so close. Or it's gonna brown out just before. Okay, time for the silo, which, that needs concrete. And concrete is probably super cheap. Yeah, concrete's super cheap. I don't know why I wouldn't expect it to be super cheap. Silo panic? Is it really a panic when it's this cheap to bake? Okay, there we go. 5 should be enough. Chat demands panic. Oh, right. Good point. Sorry, chat. Is that better? Are we panicking enough now? I don't know if that was clipped. If the mic clipped that. Don't really scream into the mic enough to know. Okay, so good news and bad news. Good news, the silo's done. Bad news, it's not actually done. That's a lie. That's true. I do need to roleplay the panic. Good news and bad news, and one of them is a lie. Not exactly what I meant to go for there. Is that all we're missing? The concrete? Let's get beacons. There we go. Red chips. Okay, so whoever said I was ambitious about the red chip build, you were very correct. You're definitely right there. We were a little ambitious about it. Just a little. Honestly, speed 3s are almost as cheap as speed 1s. Actually, arguably cheaper, which is a weird thought to me. Okay, we have everything we need for the silo. We crafted like 1 beacon in that time. Perfect. Also, we don't have the speed modules for the beacon. This is great. It's going great. I'm definitely spending way too much time messing around this run. We'll definitely clean up the base. For attempt 2. Get rid of the glaring issues. Okay, yeah, if this requires 700 of every part, we are not even close to launch. There's a chance it requires 72 of every part, though. Oh, thank God. It only... Okay, so it's not... Okay, so it's 80% cheaper. That's okay. That's not too bad, I don't think. We don't have enough parts. I don't think. But it is 80% cheaper. And the only reason... actually, yeah, we might have enough. We might have just enough. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We actually do need these beacons. What's the tier 3 module? It's one of the previous ones, so it's literally just 2... It's 2 extra red chips and 2 extra blue chips to get tier 3s. The biggest issue is actually just crafting speed time. Also, this just occurred to me. We have all the resources we need on hand. But yeah, it's basically the same price. LDS is not producing or something. That's not good. That's not good at all. Huh. Oh my God. We never connected LDS. Oh, it makes so much sense now. I was wondering where all the LDS is. Why do you have weird gaps in RCUs? I have no idea what you mean. No idea what you mean, actually. Oh, the LDS tier 1 assembly? You mean like why? I'm not sure what you mean. There we go. Wow, this is super beacon limited. This is... I was not expecting this. Actually, I guess it's technically LDS limited. Not a single copper plate in sight. Actually, yeah, good call. There you go. Okay, well at least this is straightforward enough. Okay, let's make them tier 2s. There we go. There was, but all the rocket fuel's been cleared. Oh, LDS is tier 1 assembly machines instead of tier 2. That is because we don't have enough copper to run tier 2, and it's so cheap that it didn't matter. That's all there is to that one. There's nothing super deep there. It was not a limiting factor, so we didn't worry about it. I like how we're ever so slowly making it slightly faster. There we go. Technically was faster. Not by a ton. But yeah, we had some problems. We got distracted a little bit. Also, Babite, do you still want the link? Okay, so obviously, our base was awful. Don't be a dick, Tice. We believe printers were sent from hell to make us miserable. That's, yeah. No, I agree with this. I 100% agree with this. Fast. uh, super cheap. Okay, so let's actually look at the recipes now, like get an idea of what we need to redesign. So obviously science. Okay, science was super slow initially. And then we had more than enough, and then we were limited by labs again. So we definitely need more labs. We don't need a ton of labs early on. So I'd say we probably need 16, and then we go to like 32, right? Speed mods are expensive, but well, they're more just slow. They're kind of just late in the run. More power, yeah. Don't let power die. We can probably make do with a double power lane though. If we get that set up early, we're good. This map was not good actually. That was a fun realization. Can recycle speeds for silo after. It does take a while though to move speeds. You have to delete all. I guess if you just delete all of the labs, it's fine. Red chips, apparently we do not need a ton of. Because it only needs one in all of these, and they're also super cheap. I'd say if we do one full half lane of green chips should suffice. One full lane of copper probably would suffice. I think as long as we don't design our copper lane like this, we're good. The steel furnaces actually, I don't think they were a mistake. But we didn't have enough space for iron for them to be that useful. Don't let it die again. That makes that when reading that it sounds like it died 3 times. Obviously a smaller base is also good. I think this amount of red chips though is actually fine. I think our biggest issue is just that it was a little bit of a mess. Now what do these things take? Rails aren't cheaper, not by a measurable amount if they are. Electric furnaces are slightly cheaper. This isn't really that much cheaper. It's just like half the price. We just need a quarter of the science. This is a lot cheaper in some ways. Okay, so I think if we do 1 lane of copper, 2 lanes of iron, we're probably good. And then this was enough steel. Surprisingly. So yeah, if we do 1 full lane of iron, I think we're okay. The fact that this didn't have any copper, or this didn't have any coal in it, which wasn't great. But I mean, it was manageable. Obviously, these buffers should have been smaller. We should have had a double inserter assembler. I think this was a good amount of science, though. I think 6 of each is actually a good amount, considering we need a quarter of the science. There's an issue here, and I don't know what it was. Oh, we just didn't have an... Wait. Wasn't it a 1:15 ratio? Oh, right. We never set up the middle one. Okay, so yeah, this is like a 1:15. I did enjoy the mod. It was very fun. Okay, so half lane of green chips should be enough for the whole launch. Like a full half lane. We didn't even have a half lane. I guess we had close, though, so actually more than half a lane of green chips is necessary. Next seed? Oh yeah, we could try a different seed. That's a good idea. I can't put the period in that. Is that fine? Actually, I can't even copy it with the period in it. There we go. Oh, this one actually looks okay. Is that golden ratio? Okay. Those water patches are actually in decent spots. If we can make them a little bit smaller, I think it's decent. I think it works. Wait, coverage versus scale. I don't know the difference. Well, now it's too far away. Oh, okay, I get it. I see what it does now. I think this is all right. I think this is enough space. We have a decent copper patch. We have decent iron. I don't actually like the starting one right there is the only one I don't like. But yeah, I think we build our base here and then we're fine. Okay. We need this iron. Coal is meh. Yeah, but we don't need a ton of coal. We do know... Oh, that was a mistake. We almost used up our starting furnace. Oh my gosh. The rocks are the worst part. But yeah, coal is meh, but it's enough. Because we only had like 30 coal drills total that time, right? Wow, this is spending way too much time walking to this rock. Ooh, but it's a coal rock. Yeah, we didn't use it last run. We won't need it this run. So true. 44 furnaces from the starting coal. That was actually an amazing rock. But yeah, it's just everything is roughly 50 to like 80% cheaper. It depends on the item. That's the gist of the mod. It's nothing too complex. It's a very fun concept. I've been enjoying it. Okay, so starting coal here makes sense. Actually, probably should have started with iron because we found that coal rock. Okay, power poles. Let's actually fill out our hotbar this time because we forgot to do that last time. Splitter, chest, assembly machine, and pipe. Okay, and we should be able to make like 4 more drills with this. Will you try the ultra next time? Yeah, I can do the ultra on the 3rd attempt. I know, one thing I know for sure about the ultra is it makes science like another 4 times cheaper. Which is pretty significant. Also, we're going to do a larger burner city. I think we got away from burner city too early last time. Burner city's awesome. Always need more burner city. Because we were actually limited by iron pretty early on. Because things that cost iron weren't like that much cheaper. They were just a little bit cheaper. We probably don't need a ton of coal though. This is probably good. Because this is a fair amount. Although we did only have 1 coal rock, so maybe it's not a ton. Okay, let's get that out of the way. And then this can start mining stone for us. Let's get this. Power pole. That. Actually, not power pole. That's not what we built. Boiler and lab. Okay, this one already feels like it's better to start. Use expensive recipes. That's not something we could do today, though. Also, I'm very surprised. I'm kind of surprised that there isn't an achievement for that. But I guess all the achievements in this game are things you can do entirely in vanilla, right? So I guess it's just not that surprising. Realizing now this is actually a pretty awful spot. I think we need to make an underground here because the thing is where I want the power plant to go would be right where right through the copper patch, and that would be bad. Okay, that's good. Logistics, perfect. Let's get 2 more. Well, okay. No, I didn't mean vanilla. I meant default settings. Yeah, good catch. That's not what I meant to say. Default settings. Every achievement is doable in default settings. So I could see why they wouldn't want something to require expensive mode. If they wanted that to be to be a thing. Or to be a requirement. Okay. Oh yeah, this is much better off. Power poles we didn't really bring. Let's do that. I don't really want to do an on-patch build this time. Maybe I will. But it wasn't as great last time as I thought it would be. Also in run. Well, that one's not a requirement. That is happenstance. Like, it is a coincidence. I'm pretty sure that they did not plan for that. I think that just happened to happen. But I feel like they didn't plan for it. You highly doubt? I highly doubt it is. It's not a coincidence. Because they have... No, I mean, like, I've read... Like, I'm pretty sure I've read somewhere. I'm not just, like, guessing. I thought I read somewhere from one of the devs that it was a surprise that it was possible. It definitely does seem like something that wouldn't be coincidence, but I'm basing it off of what I've heard. Not like not like just making an assumption. Completely baseless assumption. But who knows? It could just be a rumor. Like it could be both. Or maybe one dev thought it was and then maybe like not all the devs thought it was possible, but like one secretly did or something, because that's also a possibility. Maybe not miscommunication, but you know, one dev doesn't speak for them all, sort of thing. Iron sticks? I hate iron sticks. I will say that proudly. They are the dumbest ingredient. They have no purpose to the game. I will die on this hill. It is a very, very small hill to die on. But I stand by this. Okay, hate is a strong word. Hate is a very strong word for that. I don't feel that strongly about it. I just think it's silly that they exist. Because they don't really add a ton to the game. They're using like 2 recipes. So I'm kind of hoping they either remove them or add more to them. Okay, they're used in a lot of recipes, but they're not used in recipes that really need them. Because I guess they are used in rail stuff. Maybe I would hate them less if I used rails more often. I don't know why I'm using the word hate, because I really don't hate them. Dislike them less. Okay, we're out of wood. That is surprising. I guess we can just craft some junk. They are like copper wires. They're used to uncompress some item to use it in lower qualities. Oh, well, okay, but are there any recipes that only use 1 iron stick? Do all of them only use 1? Because I always imagine they always use 2. Because, like, the copper wire one makes sense because it's going from 2 to 3. But for sticks, if it's going from 1 to 1 or something, it doesn't change much, right? There we go. This should be fine. Okay, we said we needed more iron. So, let's see. 16. Oh my god. Yeah, I expected that. Let's get coal automated. I was expecting it to brown out, but we're early enough that it's not a big deal. Because we were gonna hand feed it anyway, right? Okay. Actually, we can do this. There we go, and then we hand feed it, and it should be safe. Oh, rails use 1? Okay, well, never mind then. I no longer stand by my theory. I thought they used 2. What did they use 2 of? Because I swear they used 2 of something. Maybe they used 2 of nothing. Is it 2 steel? I want to check the recipe, but I know the recipe is wrong right now. The recipe is not accurate, so I can't really go based on that. Okay, 22. That means we can do 2 more. Nothing they are crafted into? Really? They don't use 2 of anything? Okay. So I guess rails aren't cheaper in this one in any way. Just the stuff that goes into rails are cheaper. That's a realization. This is a very minor one that affects my life not at all, but still surprised. Okay, let's finish this belt. Honestly, the belt takes a while like this. Sticks are using large poles, medium poles. Refined concave train stops. Only rails cost 1 stick though. Okay. Maybe that's why I think they use 2 in everything, because everything else uses more than 1. So yeah, the decompressing part of it doesn't seem that important then. Okay, this is more than enough for the whole lane. We're probably actually power limited. There we go. Not a problem. Very easy fix. Powerful, powerful, powerful. Steam engine. Yeah, it's very easy because we expand way faster than normal. Or like cheaply than normal to forget things like power poles. Lamps used to cost sticks too. Really? I don't know if I've ever used lamps, so this is news to me. You know, if you couldn't tell by the fact that I said really, it would be weird if I said that and I wasn't surprised. Yeah, we're just gonna finish this iron lane. I think that's a good idea. What we can do, though, to help is do that. There we go. Using sticks for ammo would thematically make sense. Would it? In what way? What am I missing here? Do bullets use sticks in real life? No, they definitely don't. Well, this definitely isn't the right word. That doesn't sound right to me, but maybe? I guess more so than a plate. I mean, if you think about it, it's basically just a wide stick. You have a large rod, then you chop. Oh, for the bullets, right. I was thinking of like the magazine. Okay, yeah, that tracks. I can get behind this. Okay, gears, transport belts, and that's all we need here, right? Oh, and I guess double up the inserters, because I don't know what its limiter is. There we go. Okay, there we go, because I realized last time we kind of misjudged how much iron we needed, so I'm just going to do 2 right off the bat. So that way we don't have that problem again. Using sulfur would make sense. Sulfur would be great. The only problem with that is once you get to things that actually make sense, it becomes a really expensive recipe or a really late game recipe. You can maybe use coal. I feel like coal could justifiably make sense and be something you could use early on. Or at least make some sense, kind of like with grenades. 11. Okay, so we need 4 more. Actually, one of these can be used for this. Okay, perfect. We have a whole half smelting lane. Let's like some more inserters. You love Angel's bullet making process. I haven't really used those mods that much. What makes it different or interesting? Also, I like how we still don't have logistics. That's a mistake. Whoops. We definitely need it now. Okay. Iron is good. I guess we're making a horizontal base. It wasn't the plan, but I mean, it's not great on my shoulder, but it's not terrible as long as I don't overdo it. Check this Wednesday on the reading about, check the Winfo reading about Rails and it gave you the exact version you first played Factorio. Oh, do you also use updates to figure out when you started Factorio? It's very effective, isn't it? Okay, so I think 6 gear assemblers is definitely enough and doesn't really take longer to build. So let's just do that. I mean, it takes longer to build, but it doesn't take like a noticeably longer amount of time to build. And it means we never have to upgrade it, which is nice. Well, okay, I say never upgrade. Actually, yeah, no, never upgrade. Gears we never really need in large quantities. Okay, and then we're gonna do that cursed green chip build again because it works a lot. Angels love sticks. I mean, I guess as long as like if a mod uses it more, I guess that kind of offsets. Oh, this is the wrong direction. It offsets all the downsides of sticks. As in, you know, the downsides of it not being utilized. Which is easier to fix. Whoops. Misplaced stuff. We have to shift it down a tile. I was not visualizing the right belt when I placed that. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Okay, long inserters. Gears will help. Regular inserters will help. Okay, and then we can give this as much wire as we have, and that should run for a while. Okay, we don't have any form of inserter, actually. We probably turned too many of them into long inserters. This is such a cursed circuit build. I love it. Okay, output, 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 output. This definitely will need a fast inserter upgrade with how we have it set up. That's fine. Okay. Perfect. Should I do a mall? We didn't do any kind of buffers last time. I feel like that's where we went wrong. The only spot we went wrong was not having any form of buffers. Okay, smelting lane. I guess I can... We don't really need a ton of copper. What I think I'll do... I'll plan for it to be half length and we can upgrade it to steel if we change our mind. Right, like that seems reasonable to me. And then we're still making inserters, so let's place the belts while we're doing that. Like half a lane of copper definitely lasts us a while. There we go. And I don't think we ever had more than 1 lane of copper in our base. Wait, what? Okay, that explains a lot. The spacing there is a little bit weird and I couldn't figure it out. It's because we put 1 more than I wanted. Okay, power pole, power pole, power pole, power pole. Okay, and then Cole is gonna make a very weird angle here. Just to make do with what we have work. Okay, perfect. I actually probably... No, steel's gonna go above, so this should be fine. Underground, underground, and then we can put a splitter there if we want. They're cheap enough, right? Okay. You don't remember the Great Science Recipe change? I remember the Great Science Recipe change. That was fun. Which ones do you remember? Alien artifacts. Oh gosh, I hated alien artifacts. I liked them to some degree because it made it that space science or the space science equivalent was incredibly cheap. I didn't like it, but I liked how cheap it was. Isn't that why like early speedruns used military science research? Because they actually had to fight biters. Yeah, I don't miss the military change. Or I don't miss the military change. No, or the old military design. It felt very expensive. And the drills. I do kind of miss the smart inserters for blue science. Or the other blue science. Honestly, blue science has changed so much. It took a long time for me to actually remember the new blue science recipe. Like I really couldn't remember it off the top of my head for a long while. Okay, so let's do this since we messed this up last time. Oh wait, let's just do fast inserter outputs. What am I doing here? There we go. It's because we don't have fast inserter outputs. That's why. That's why it's not conceptually working in my brain. Okay, there we go. Now we can get science. Long inserters. How am I going to make this work? You know, I'm just going to do another gear assembler. That should be fine. There we go. And then copper, we're going to have to, like, split through the middle somehow.
Beep taco, beep beep taco.
That should be fine. Rocket speed 6? What is rocket speed 6? Oh, rocket shooting. You need rocket shooting speed 5 or something to actually research the silo? Wait, what? That's a wild sentence to me. I don't know, I don't like that. Okay, so research-wise, we are behind this time, but our base is a lot better, so I think we're off to a good start. Because we actually have a mall and stuff in, like, reasonable quantities. So yeah, I think we're definitely doing better, despite it feeling like we're slightly behind. And then I said I wanted 16. Was it shooting speed, not flying speed? Flying speed would... I don't think flying speed is a thing for rockets. Unless it used to be, but that sounds weird to me. I've definitely never... I don't recall that ever existing. Wait, does it make 2 labs at a time? No, okay. Something was off there and I don't know what. How am I so bad at counting? That's why I keep thinking it's making 2. Because every time I, like, build them, it builds way more than I expected. Okay, that should be good. Okay, I don't know what direction that belt's going to go, but that should be fine. Okay, steel processing, electrics, long inserter. Oh, let's actually get lab speed this time. We'll get it pretty early, too. Before steel furnaces, at least. Okay, that's good. We definitely need more belt. We're just going to do them here. Or chests, sorry, not belts. There we go. Input, input, output, input. Okay, so that, this. And fast inserters. Which we should have researched in like 5 seconds or less. There we go. We're going to do 100 of each because we definitely don't need a lot of any of this stuff. Because we build such small builds. Hello, CFT League. Welcome, welcome. Oh, these aren't powered. That's funny. Not a huge deal. But they are definitely not powered. Okay. Let's do a power expansion, because we're definitely going to run low soon. I am realizing now that our power plant does kind of run in the direction of our base, but that's okay. Our base is a little bit taller than I originally had planned, so we're a little bit off right now, but that's all right. Okay, yeah, I definitely feel like we're more ahead in the ways that matter, which is the important thing. We're just going to do as much as we can up here, which isn't going to be the whole build, but it's going to be enough to get us started. Okay. Perfect. Let's get power poles. We actually need to chop some trees. Green science recipe still needs to be set. We worked through the red stuff way faster than I expected. You're lurking but realized they weren't always following. Well, I appreciate it. Someone admitted the other day that they've been lurking. Like, they watch every stream and they haven't followed, and I think it's just doing it as a joke now. So appreciate the actual follows. Top power isn't connected. I thought I got it. Thank you. Okay. So we need power poles. We're out of wood. Actually, we'll connect that later. I don't think we need it, strictly speaking, right now. So we're gonna work on the steel lane instead. Also, we need wood. There's a lot less wood in this base than I thought there was. Did we? Oh, we canceled steel axe. That explains so much. Okay, so this is actually a terrible time to be mining. We canceled steel axe because we wanted to get green science. We could have had it researched by now, but I mean, it's gonna finish in like 5 seconds, so it's fine. It was rocket shooting speed 5. Yeah, I don't remember this time. I guess back when I played Factorio during that era, I'd actually never launched a rocket. So I guess it makes sense why I don't remember this. Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do this. And we're gonna do this. We're actually gonna set up blue science, or blue assembly machines this time. They're gonna be hand-fed steel, but that's gonna be way better than handcrafting them every time. Okay, so time for steel, which I don't think I want to build it over the coal patch, because we do need coal. So we're gonna build it down here. It's gonna be misaligned from our base, but that's fine. You're gonna link it in the Discord. Excellent, because I am very curious about this. Also, just wild that they've been doing Friday Facts for that long. I guess it's probably been pretty much since the launch of the game. I just don't really remember that many of the early ones. Okay, so we're out of inserters. That's an easy fix. We can also just handcraft some. Okay, which one's the top? Let's not make the power pole mistake this time. That was a little bit embarrassing. No, that should be fine. Okay. Do we have enough power poles? I think we do. I'm not... I struggle with the vertical build, so we're going to be a little bit slower mechanically this time. Especially an hour into the stream. I meant to rotate my base, but I forgot, and now we're suffering from it. Okay. Research is going good. We need blue science. Oil's very close, so that's good. We're not going to do bricks yet, though. We're just going to do this. And that's probably enough. Yeah, automating bricks early was a bit silly last time. First Friday Facts was in 0.3. Okay, that one's definitely ahead of when I started playing for sure. Okay, that looks good. We need about 20 of those. We need a lot more belts, I think. Also, I'm trying to make coal work. with the weird design that we have. Okay. I think that should be fine. So that way I don't have to connect a new coal lane. Perfect. We do need some undergrounds, actually. Okay. So iron is on the other side of the base, but that's not a problem. Wait. I'm just realizing, someone said coals, though. They were probably joking. I didn't actually, like, fully look at the map. But yeah, they were 100% joking, because there's a lot of coal. I thought they were just being paranoid since we had the brownout. But now they're just just joshing around. If anything's iron is low, actually. Okay. This looks good, except for that power pole's in the wrong spot. While we're up here, let's connect the power. Let's not make the same mistake with pipe this time as well. Also, let's get some of the green sciences out of the way. Oh wait, we don't really have any green sciences to deal with. Okay, that should be fine. And then output, 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 output. That should be good. Limited 4, limited 1. Okay, so we'll actually have pipes by the time we need it. Definitely will have pipes by the time we need it. Okay. Oh, steel is actually connected. Awesome. Okay, so I am actually going to do a brick lane while I'm here, because I would like to get steel furnaces. And the only way to do that reasonably is to have bricks fully automated. It's not too bad. It's definitely a very manageable thing to set up. Especially when I, am right next to a brick lane. Okay, so we're going to do a splitter. We're going to send this forward. And we're going to output like this. Okay, so we should be able to get enough coal fairly easily. We just need to increase the amount of drills we have, which requires us to mine more drills, mine more coal. Very easy to do. Oh, that's why it's happening so slowly. I thought that was being siloed directly. Oh, I never would have set it up like that. Otherwise. Okay, yeah, that explains a lot. We are limited to 0.83 coal per second going here. So we did have enough coal. It just was set up in a very silly way. Yeah, mining drill patches confirmed. That's what the randomizer should do. Make it that you just mine random items from the ground. Actually, that reminds me. Someone suggested... Oh, forgot to delete that, though. That probably won't cause any major problems. Fortunately, we don't really have a stone lane that's close to us. But we might be able to get enough stone here. At least to start the patch. Yeah, we should be fine. Okay, so this will let us get steel furnaces fairly easily. Okay, output. That's not the kind of output I wanted. I actually want them to be fast. This is a lot going to one assembling machine for steel furnaces. I love it. Okay, we're going to do chests so I can get one real quick. Perfect. Steel furnaces, and we're good. Okay. We're going to limit it to like 100 because that's all we need. Science is going okay. We're actually limited by research speed, which is surprising. We need to limit these chest size, though. Okay. So we should have enough steel. Use liquid circuits to mine, to mine speed modules. I think, yeah, we've discovered the strat. I like it. Okay. You know what? We're just gonna handcraft some as well. Oh wow, I did 200 of them. That's too many. Okay, time to upgrade our mall. And circuits, and all of the sciences. We still have some steel. Oh, that spacing is just enough to fill stuff. I thought it wouldn't. Okay, that should be more than sufficient. This is going to take a while to fill up, I think. But we technically have enough coal. It's just pushing it. Okay. We're missing steel. That makes sense. Okay, we definitely don't need that many refineries. Let's just do, like, I don't know, this many. We're not going to need another lane right here. So we're just going to do refinery, a space, and then a chem plant. Oh, and we also need oil. Wow, these things take forever to craft. Okay. Honestly, one chem plant getting all of the oil we need probably is fine. We're gonna do... I was gonna say let's build this ahead of time and be proactive, but did not need to go very far. Just be careful of the grenade patches, they'll explode randomly. Dude, grenade patches would be hilarious. Actually, wait, isn't there a mod that basically is that? I can't remember what it's called. But like explosive ores or something like that. Okay. This seems to be fine. We definitely need water at some point, but this is a good start. Chemical plants, I think we had enough. Input, 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 input. Okay, that doesn't need to go that far. Dangerous, thank you. So it is real. Awesome. That's a good name. That's a really good name. What's the rocket count? This is the second. This would be the second. We definitely keep oversizing our base, but that's fine. It's more fun that way. I don't know. I doubt it. It depends. I guess it depends how it works. I think there's some versions of this that kind of do, but I don't think this is one of them. Okay, so copper is here. We can get circuits as well, or wires as well. We need fast inserters though. This is way too many circuits. Why do I think I need this many? But yeah, I don't know if he just manually set all the values or if he just has something multiply everything by like a factor of 0.8. So that would affect if it works on other overhaul mods. Okay, and then circuits we can just split off of here and then sideload them. And then we have red chips, which we don't need a ton of this time. We know that now. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can always test it. It's easy enough to test. It won't like permanently break things as long as you don't save it. And it would be more accurate than me giving my best guess. I unmuted, right? Yeah, I unmuted. Okay. Someone's at the door. Had to check real quick. Okay, our base looks way nicer this time though, which is awesome. Or way cleaner and less wasteful. Space-wise, it's alright. I think we'll just have to stop after this one. Because I forgot. Any kind of building fast is hard for me. There's a reason I had to stop. That hasn't changed. And it's not like having cheap recipes changes that either. Is the dual red insert... It's faster. It's significantly faster to build. Is what it just boils down to. Oh wait, that's way too much. Cleaner? Cleaner's a personal preference. Faster one is just like, it is faster. I wouldn't say it's cleaner, because it's also a lot wider. This is mostly from like a speedrun design. And I guess, honestly, significantly is the wrong word. But enough to matter. Oh wait, how did I want this to be set up? What are the differences? What do you mean? It's faster. It doesn't require you to change inserters, so you can do as many inserters as you want in one go. That's all there is to it. There's nothing like special about it. You can use it for any design that requires 2 resources, and it's a good choice. Logistics, modules, rails. Like 8 versus 3? Well, it's not a different amount of inserters. Or do you mean like difference in time? I'm not sure what you're asking. Why do you prefer the red ones? Because it's easier to build and it's faster to build. But what was the 8 versus 3 example? What's that referring to? Yeah. The reason is because you don't have to swap inserters. So like doing long inserters plus a yellow inserter is going to be cheaper marginally, but this one's going to be faster to build because you can just do a straight line and place 3 inserters at once instead of 1. And if you can do 5 inserters in a row, then it's much nicer. But it uses more space. It does use more space. It also, if you do a large build of them, it uses fewer entities because you can replace every 6 belts with 2 undergrounds. So you decrease the entity requirement, which again also is something that doesn't matter a ton in casual play, but does matter a lot in speedruns. So it's worth the size increase when it builds like 30% faster, or it can be if bots are building it. If I was a noob, what do you recommend? Whichever you want. It's not going to make a difference. It's just going to be whichever you think looks better, is what I would go with. Some people don't like the design of this one because it's just so wide, or some people just don't like long inserters. But it really doesn't matter which one you go with. For fast recipes, that's bad. I mean, for anything with two items, there's no reason to use it. It's specifically for things that require 3 or 4 ingredients. For fast recipes, you're not normally going to be limited like that unless you're beaconing them. But long inserters can usually move fast enough for most things, especially once you get stack inserter sizes upgrades. So like it's really good for LDS. It's really good for modules. So you can access multiple rows of modules, multiple rows of belts. It's really good for red chips. It's really good for engines, all that good stuff. Okay, that's everything. That's every green science we need. I like how I have them all and I'm not using it. There we go. Steel can be here. Okay. There we go. Okay, so blue science is done. I guess we can try to... nah. Oh, wait, we can do mining speed and concrete. There we go. These seem to be fine. Research is fine. Yeah, that too. If inserters are too slow, just build more assembling machines. That's also important to know. You don't always need things to be full speed all the time. Generally. Like the world doesn't end if it's not. Okay, that should be good. That should be fine. So yeah, generally, like if you're just doing a casual run, it doesn't really matter how you build anything. You can always figure something out. Designs are flexible. Okay, we really need to grab assembly machines. Oh well. Can I fit this in here? I think I can, actually. Oh yeah, we can definitely fit this in here. Okay. This is, we're making lube, if anyone's wondering. We don't have the recipe yet. Or sorry, we're not making lube, but we're making stuff that needs lube. That should work, right? Oh my gosh, we never have anything. Let's actually loot them all for once. Yeah, that's helpful. It's very helpful. Okay. Things look better. They're buffering on the belt. That's fine. It's a weird spot to buffer it, but I mean, it doesn't have any inherent problems. Okay, that's good. And then robo frames. We'll do 5. Why not? I wasn't sure how I was building the inserters here, so obviously I swapped between them a little bit. Okay, we should have enough blue science that I think I can... Well, I might as well not cancel that one, but we can start in this one. Robotics. Okay. Yeah, that should be all right. Okay, this will be going up towards yellow science, which will produce over here. We need batteries. Let's do that real quick. Okay, so we need water. That part's really easy. Sulfuric acid. Good. We can input directly. We can output directly here. We just need to get iron over in that direction. Which, honestly, this probably works fine. Yep, that works totally fine. I love it. Okay, sulfuric acid is done. Don't know why I made sulfuric acid. Oh, we need batteries, right. Okay. How do we keep running out of belt? I don't understand. We're just trying to make things fit right now, and it's not working very good. Okay, I think we can make this work. Yeah, we can make this work. Input, input. Acid goes here. Yeah, we'll be fine. We're fine here. Okay. It's cutting it close space-wise, but it's totally fine, and that's what matters. It's fine, but like legitimately this time instead of sarcastically, like it normally is. Okay. I don't know how we're gonna get them where these need to go, but I think it's possible. Yeah, okay, not as bad as I thought it would be. There we go. Okay, robots are done. LDS, concrete, chips, modules, this. Okay, that should be fine. Okay, now we're gonna like build this in reverse order. It's very weird, but we just build based on research speed. Spaghetti is strong with this base. Yeah, but it's less strong than the other base. You always believe me when you say it's fine. I'm glad someone believes. Someone has to. None of the rest of us won't, but someone can believe. Okay, that's all we need there. Once again, we're out of every resource. I guess I can take this iron to make some more underbelts. That should be fine. And we need... Okay, we now learned our lesson. We only actually need 1 tank for everything. Okay, what is this? Sulfuric is on the left, right? Oh, never mind. It's the wrong side. Perfect. Okay. Lube. There we go. Now we're just going to connect this with a really long pipe. Perfect. Okay. So yellow science is almost done. Just extend this buffer chest. It's fine. There we go. And then the rest can go into blue chips, which we can build this way. Yeah, that should be okay. Or fine, one might say. If we want to use that word again. even though it's still not the most accurate. One can believe. Okay, so this just needs to connect to sulfuric acid, which is a little ways away. And we're also low on resources, so we'll see if this works. Yeah, we can't connect that. We're close. We're actually low on iron, surprisingly. Actually, no, nobody's surprised by that, I don't think. Okay, this is gonna cut off the first science assembler, but that's fine. It's fine. Legitimately, though, this time. Okay, we're researching concrete, which I feel like we don't need, but that's okay. Now, let's see what the issue is with iron. I don't actually know what the issue is with iron. Do we just need more? I think we just need more. Okay, what I can do is... I can take from steel. I think that's really funny. Let's do that. Never mind. We can't really fit the power poles to do it. We can some places. Look at that, more iron. Not a huge amount more, though. But I thought the idea was too funny not to do. The real question is, can we actually get it anywhere useful? I don't know if we can. Actually, wait, what did I need iron for? Does anyone remember? I don't remember what the iron was for, so I guess we'll just ignore it. Okay, so yeah, this is fine. I'm blanking on what we need. LDS. Duh, LDS, okay. Is that the right spot? Yeah, this is where I want LDS. Nah. I might have to call it here, actually. We'll finish it tomorrow. Vertical base was a bad idea. I can't move my arm that way. I forgot how much harder it is, or how much more impossible it is for me to move my arm that direction. We'll do ultra cheap tomorrow, since someone requested it. But yeah, we'll do the other one tomorrow. But yeah, there's a reason I had to stop doing runs, and that's why. Hasn't changed. But we'll be back tomorrow with super cheap and some burner design, because I want to get one of that one in, because the super cheap, wait, which one is which? Hyper cheap, ultra cheap? I don't remember which one it's called. Hyper cheap. So this one makes it that research is 16 times cheaper, and most things are like, most things are 4 to like 10 times cheaper. So we'll do this one. We might finish this one since we're close, but yeah, we can't do it today. But I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.